What is up, guys? So today you're getting a double upload. The last video we were talking about Playlist Live and just a regular vlog. This one's not going to be a vlog, but we are going to talk about Rockville a little bit. I know you're probably wondering, what can you even talk about? You know, you predicted the lineup, you reacted to the lineup, much to the dismay of a lot of people. So what else is there? Well, today was kind of the final Rockville announcement day where we got the set times for the stages, and we got the site map. Now, these are two things that when they come out are always exciting to me because first of all, it means we're close. And secondly, it means I can plan things out. Personally, I'm not one to just do like a bunch of spontaneous crap. I like to plan stuff and execute the plan. So like, I'll leave my house at this time, you know, I'll be at this stage at this time. Like, that's what I do. So that's why I'm excited about this announcement. I do have a few things to say about it though. So let's start off with the site map. Alright guys, so this is the site map for Rockville 2017. I don't know. It's a lot like the 2015, except obviously, as you can see, there's like the big interstate, and then in 2015 there were bands on the other side, and there were 4 stages. This year, there's only 3 stages, which I don't really care so much about that. My issue is the Monster Energy stage and the Metropolitan stage are the 2 main stages, and they're clear across the park from one another. Last year, they put the main stages right next to each other, and in my opinion, that was way better. I know they're going for like a crowd control thing, but honestly, it really wasn't that bad. The only time it was bad was at the end of day 2, when it was Five Finger Death Punch and Rob Zombie, and maybe the end of day 1 as well, but I skipped 3 doors down, so I was kind of in the middle of the crowd anyway, so I didn't really know. So I know they're going for crowd control, but this sucks. I really liked the main stages next to each other. Plus, you know, most of the bands I want to see are on the main stages, so they get off 5 minutes after one another. It's going to be a lot of fast-paced walking. And I mean, I did it at 2015 and pretty much saw everything. But it's a shame because it's definitely going to be annoying. And all my footage is going to be super far away. I mean, I wasn't planning on getting that close anyway because of the heat and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, I don't like this nearly as much. It'll be a little bit nostalgic feeling because of 2015, but I mean, other than that, there's not really a redeeming quality. A 4th stage may have been good because of overlap. However, we're going to get to the overlap now, and it's really not that bad for me, so let's talk about that. Okay, so here is the schedule for day 1 of Rockville, and the bands I'm going to see, starting off with Dinosaur Pileup on the Met stage, then probably I Prevail, Starset, All That Remains. And just from those 4, that's just going back and forth and back and forth. If it was last year, I would have just been standing in the same spot the whole time. It would have been much better. So yeah, back and forth for a while. Then I wanted to see Volumes, but overlap. I definitely pick All That Remains over Volumes. And I might catch a little bit of the end of Volumes. I'm not that upset. I mean, I just saw Volumes a couple months ago. And their new stuff is really bad in my opinion. So, I mean, I'm fine with that. All That Remains, definitely the winner there. I haven't seen them in like 4 years. After that, there's not really a lot. I might watch the Pretty Reckless, though they weren't that good in Rockville 2015 in my opinion. I might catch some In Flames. And then I'll probably be catching Mastodon, The Offspring, Perfect Circle, and Soundgarden, which again, those 4 just bouncing back and forth. So that's a little annoying. I would have been much more content with just standing there. But yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting. I'm sure the crowds are going to be crazy towards the end of the night. I know a lot of people don't really like the Perfect Circle Soundgarden thing, so I'm hoping people leave so I can get like a decent view at least. And I think those 2 bands are going to be awesome. So yeah, basically the ones that I know for sure I'm seeing are Soundgarden, A Perfect Circle, The Offspring, Mastodon, All That Remains, Starset, I Prevail, and Dinosaur Pileup. And other than that, we will see what else. And then here is the schedule for day 2. This day is going to start off a little earlier with Beartooth. Then I'm going to see Nothing More. I would have liked to see Siler, but the overlap. But it's definitely going to be Nothing More because I plan on catching Siler on Warped Tour. And I have seen them before, and I've seen Nothing More before as well, but not as recently. And they're also not on Warped Tour, so that's definitely going to be Nothing More. Then I'll probably catch a little bit of Motionless in White, and then I'm going to see Attila, which is one of the big ones for me, and then probably Every Time I Die, and then it's going to be a little crazy, because it's going to go back to bouncing back and forth. I am going to miss Gojira because of Alter Bridge and 3 Days Grace, but that's fine. I like Gojira. I don't love Gojira, and I've never seen Alter Bridge, so that's an easy choice. I haven't seen 3 Days Grace either, and I know they're basically a 3 Days Grace cover band now without Adam. But still, I probably wouldn't see him headline, but this is literally like the opportunity I've been waiting for to see them, like a festival with other bands. So that works out perfectly. And then Seether for sure. Again, Amon Amarth is good, but I like Seether a lot more. And then Papa Roach, Chevelle, and Def Leppard. So yeah, going to be a lot of bouncing back and forth. So the bands I want to see here again, that you'll definitely see in the vlog, unless there's weather problems, will be Beartooth, Nothing More, a little bit of Motionless in White, Attila, Every Time I Die, Alter Bridge, 3 Days Grace, Seether, Papa Roach, Chevelle, and Def Leppard. So yeah, that concludes this quick little Rockville update video. I'm pretty happy with the set times. I can't really complain. There are a few bands I'm going to miss that I wanted to see, like Gojira, Sylar. Really, it's not that bad. However, I am not happy about the stage setup. I really wish it was still going to be the main stages next to each other, just because that was far more convenient, in my opinion. This is a throwback to my favorite Rockville, and again, probably will always be my favorite Rockville. But, I mean, there's not much I can do about it, so we'll take it. And we're still going to see a bunch of awesome bands no matter what. So there's not really much to complain about. So yeah, thank you for checking this out. The next Rockville video will be the Rockville vlog. And I know if you're watching this, you don't want to miss that because it's going to be really good. My one from last year was like, it was awkward. It was like my first vlog. So this one's going to be a lot better, hopefully. So yeah, be sure to subscribe and stick around for that and all other music related content. Always be yourself. And until next time, we'll see you guys later.